Hello and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I'm doing a reading for the sign of Aries. Beautiful, gorgeous Aries for the month of December. It's just surreal. I feel like the last 3 months just flew by. I don't know, I can't keep up. So I just wanted to say that this is a general reading. There may be some parts that do not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do and leave the rest. You may also want to check out your other signs as well. Also, I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today. In the past position, we have the Hierophant, clarified by the Three of Wands. In the obstacle position, we have the Devil, clarified by the Six of Pentacles. In the present position, we have the Four of Swords, clarified by the Two of Swords. And in the future outcome position, we've got the Tower, clarified by the Six of Swords. So definitely there are a few sword cards which suggest a little bit of over analyzing, a lot of mental energy, being thinking a little bit too much. So make sure that you counteract that with a little bit of meditation, with a little bit of relaxation. But in the past position, we have the Hierophant, and it's clarified by the Three of Wands. Very powerful combination. The Hierophant is a major arcana card. The Hierophant is a card that represents traditional values, wisdom, a lot of commitment to the task at hand, commitment to see things through. A very important skill to have. The Hierophant, it could be a perhaps a mentor, a teacher. It could be it could be a father figure. It could be a supervisor at work, someone that has authority, and someone who sort of bestows, different rules and guidelines on the people that are, around them. And, they also sort of bring that stability and security, if you will, especially of the internal kind, where people instill, certain amount of faith in yourself, which is really important to have. And of course, it's clarified by the Three of Wands, which is a card of opportunity. I really enjoy having these cards with warm yellowish background because they are very positive. But the Three of Wands, could actually mean physical travel and exploration. It could also mean seeing opportunity where perhaps others are not seeing it. It could be that the Hierophant, sort of helped see opportunity or helped have opportunity as well in a way. Three of Wands is definitely about, having wisdom to turn possibility into reality. So being able to see the big picture, being able to see kind of further than people that may be around you are able to see. It's looking ahead and realizing that a plan will carry you through to a successful completion. And the Hierophant sort of helps with that commitment and dependability energy, which provides a really wonderful foundation from which you continue to benefit today. But the Hierophant can be a little bit restricting, and that is why we've got the Devil here in the obstacle position. The Devil in the obstacle position can actually mean, the good part about that is that it could mean that some of you were able to avert danger. It could be that some of you were able to kind of thwart a dangerous sort of alignment of events that was approaching you, So in that respect, it does have a positive connotation, but as we know, the Devil represents fear, temptation, greed, all those dark side of a person's character things. When you have the Devil in the obstacle, it's a relatively significant obstacle that is making itself felt. It first and foremost lacks progression, so there's no forward movement. It could be that you are feeling, the there aren't, what's the point of trying when it's really not going to work out anyway? So there's a little bit kind of laziness, there's a little bit of, what's the word, kind of feeling like there's no need to pursue chance, there's no need to pursue opportunity. It's almost like feeling guilty over something, or maybe it could even signify a repressed sort of trauma that is kind of stuck in the subconscious of your mind, and that it is manifesting itself where you are limiting yourself. The Hierophant could be a little bit of a negative influence in terms of if you kind of came from a very conservative traditional background, or some values that were kind of restricting, you may not be able to move forward until you break this barrier and until you break this obstacle. It is clarified by the Six of Pentacles. And of course, first, the Six of Pentacles here is a big omen suggesting that you should not spend more than you earn. Make sure that the first thing you do when you earn a paycheck is that you set money aside. That should be the first thing that you do. You should be mindful of how you spend money. You should review your bank statements. You should review kind of logs of where does your money go? Where do you spend it on? How can you save more? How can you protect yourself against unforeseen circumstances? Very important in December, especially because there's going to be expenditures. We want to be generous. We want to give gifts. We want to receive gifts. The Six of Pentacles in the obstacle position, Aries, could also suggest that in the month of December you will not be receiving much generosity that may be coming, that you may be expecting. So definitely kind of have that in the back of your mind. It could be that you are a little bit sensitive and maybe a little bit overly emotional, and kind of allowing yourself to overreact to things that you could for example, see from a different perspective, and realize that it's not as terrible as it may seem at first. It could be that someone is not returning your favor that you were expecting, but there's definitely a little bit of a financial constraint that may present itself to you in the month of December. Make sure you kind of keep your eye on that. And in the present position, we have the Four of Swords, clarified by the Two of Swords. The Four of Swords is a card of rest and rejuvenation. It's a card of burying the hatchet as well. It could be that you are making that you're healing that a relationship that means a lot to you, friendship perhaps, or a situation is kind of working out in your favor because you're able to take a little bit of a break, and it's important because you will need it. Make sure that you do take a little bit of a break. Make sure that you don't when the Four of Swords appears, it doesn't necessarily mean taking, like lying down in bed and, taking a break that way. It could also mean that you're taking a mental break, so go do something fun, go distract your mind, go do something that you enjoy, something that, allows, the time and the resources that allow you to, kind of figure out a way where you can have maybe a staycation, maybe an actual vacation if possible. But definitely the Four of Swords is a reminder that you want to take it easy, and you will definitely need it because you've got the Tower in the future position. Now the Four of Swords is clarified by the Two of Swords, which means there's going to be a choice. You're going to have to it's a choice that may affect you in the month of December, that someone else could be making, and there's definitely going to be a little bit of an uneasy kind of anxiety type energy, because the Two of Swords is a card that really no one wins, because it's a card where, people have different energies. That's why the swords are pointed in different directions. And so, there's lack of compromise, there's lack of negotiation and diplomacy, because those forces are just opposing, and they cannot be brought together. So it could, a little bit of an indecision moment could have an effect on you throughout December, so do make sure to watch for that. And of course, in the future position, we have the Tower, and it's clarified by the Six of Swords. Now, the tarot is not, something that is written in stone. It is a general guideline. It is a sort of like a few omens, a few red flags that may come towards you in the month of December. And if you're able to foresee it, you're able to avoid it, you're able to kind of change energies, maybe readjust, maybe meditate, and kind of change your perspective, if you will, in order to minimize the Tower moment. But the Tower moment is, of course, volatile change, kind of change that is happens whether you kind of like it or not. But it is important to remember that the Tower is not happening to you. The Tower is happening for you, and it is important what type of meaning you assign to that change. Perhaps you've been constrained for too long. Perhaps you've been in a box for too long. Sometimes the Tower moment refers to, ego sort of falling down, ego that is unraveling, because we all know ego does not like being uncomfortable. Ego always wants to be right. Ego always wants to be on top, but that ego can keep you in a box. It can keep you in a situation that is uncomfortable to you. So in fact, the Tower is actually a card of privilege, because the divine is showing you that there are other things you need to experience. And, if you come out of the box, if you take the chains off, if you pursue something new, something that may at first feel uncomfortable, then you will actually be able to reach your goals, reach your dreams, and really find true happiness. And of course, the Six of Swords is a card of departure, moving from, volatile kind of situation to a calmer situation, where you're able to find peace and find healing, where you're able to move forward. But the thing with this, the thing with the Six of Swords card is that it could also be a card of running. So make sure you do not run away from the problems that may continue to follow you. Make sure that you stand and sort of meet them head on, as it is important to your character, to your personality, to further experience of this life that we're living. And of course, the Tarot card could also mean an opening of the third eye, realizing wisdom where no wisdom was seen before, seeing an ability to kind of evolve and realize that you're much stronger than you anticipated. And if you're stronger than you thought before, then you can reach higher heights than you thought before. So definitely the Tower card, brings with itself an opportunity and a brand new world as well. And of course, also remember that the astrologers are saying that there's going to be a moon eclipse, a lunar eclipse on November 31st, and that's going to be all about Gemini, which of course is communication. But the astrologers astrologers are saying that it's going to be a major shift in power structure. We do know that we're just coming out, like when December comes about, you're going to be through, just finished with the Scorpio season. And Scorpio is all about power, as you know, shift of power, gaining power, losing power. And it may be that, someone around you, or it doesn't have to be you, it could be someone that is around you, it could be a situation that has a little bit of an effect, but there's going to be a lunar eclipse that's going to bring about, a shift in power, and for some, collapse in power as well, especially for those who've been abusing power or using it for not such great things, if you will. Let's see what we can clarify with the 3 energy oracle cards that I pulled, and they are adjacent possibilities, opportunities, of course, the thinking man, and angel of balance. Adjacent possibilities is a card that reminds you want to pay attention to what's happening around you, because maybe a friend of a friend or a coworker of a coworker may have an opportunity. So make sure you communicate for you that you could pursue, that could actually, change your situation for the better. So definitely make sure that you keep your eyes open, make sure that you're friendly, make sure that you're approachable, make sure that you have a high vibration energy, because high vibration energy allows people to, kind of feel really wonderful around you. The thinking man is all about wisdom and understanding. It suggests that you may receive a little bit of guidance from someone that is really going to be very helpful. It could be anyone. It could be a teacher, a mentor, an older friend, a coworker, a parent, a sibling. It could be a neighbor, anyone that is going to kind of give you a little bit of wisdom that's going to make all the difference for you. And of course, the angel of balance is all about being self-centered, I should say centered in self, and self-honoring in your choices. You need to have a greater equilibrium. Realize that the past is, the past. The future has not happened yet, but you live in the present. You have complete control over the present. And you also need to make sure that you feel emotionally at least neutral. So make sure you meditate, because when you meditate, it helps clear your mind of all that noise that could be bringing you down. Other people's words, other people's beliefs, other people's, sometimes people assign meaning, sometimes people say, well, I remember, to me, a lot of times, family members told me that I'm shy, and I'm not. It is a meaning that I, held for a very, very long time. But that is what I'm trying to say here. Make sure that you're emotionally in a neutral position, because sometimes, we believe, the meanings that we receive from other people, and that may kind of upset the equilibrium that we have in ourselves. It's important to focus on how we feel on the internal first in order to see positive change in the external. So it's important to feel stability. It's important to feel security. It's important to believe in your skills. It's important to believe in your ability to overcome, because you have many times. And it's less important to believe what others think of us. Even sometimes those people, are people who are close. So it's really important to focus on the balance and make sure that internal equilibrium is not upset. Let's see what answers from angel cards I pulled, and they are abundance, improving health, and you're ready. You're going to feel much better towards the end of December. You're going to feel much stronger towards the end of December. Definitely keep an eye out for opportunities. Make sure that you are able to kind of connect with as many people as you can, because that will bring you abundance. Your health is improving, especially, make sure that you meditate, make sure that you drink plenty of water, and, get some breast, you receive the Four of Swords. So that is also a very good card that suggests your health. It's not guaranteed, but it is, going to do well, which is really important, especially this year. And definitely make sure you pursue those goals in your dreams. The Tower has created this brand new world for you. You are ready to be a leader. You are ready to step forward. Don't ask, tell. Don't have scattered energy, have secure energy, because you already know that you're honored by the divine, so make sure that you honor yourself as well. Let's see what mystical wisdom cards I pulled from the mystical wisdom card deck, and they are: face your fears, release the power of fear, go with the flow, let things happen, and illusion, embrace the truth. Yeah, the devil can be a card of illusion sometimes. So definitely, you're breaking free from that. You're moving away from that. And the truth, as we all know, will set you free. Very powerful. And of course, make sure that you don't force things to happen. Allow things to happen. Live in the present moment. Enjoy the present rather than imagine how the world should be, and therefore you feel like you have to kind of force it to be a certain way. And of course, address things that may be uncomfortable to address. And I think the Tower moment is going to help you do that. So definitely there's going to be a little bit of an anxiety in the month of December. There's going to be some difficult days, but if you meditate, if you are able to drink water, if you're able to not suppress your own emotions, if you feel, a little bit sad, allow that to take over your body. If you feel a little bit angry, allow that to take over your body, and really, really, really dig inside of yourself to address the issues that need addressing. Only then will you feel that incredible relief and the ability to move forward. There are so many apps that you can use for meditation. There are so many affirmations you can write to help you manage anxiety, help you manage stress. There are so many. I think that the eclipses are going to really intensify through the new year. So make sure you use those and I think the new moon and the full moon is going to happen in December, but check with your astrologer. Definitely there are opportunities for manifestations. There are opportunities to combat low vibration energy that you may have. Every single one of us is a vibration, so make sure that you focus on at least having a neutral vibration rather than a low vibration. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Aries. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. My cat is just playing over there, but I also wanted to mention that I will be doing yearly videos, and that will be over Thanksgiving break, so make sure to check back for that. Again, thank you so much for visiting, and I'll see you next time.